destroyed livelihoods. This is the aftermath of extremist violence that has forced these villagers in northern Burkina Faso to abandon their homes and their fields, taking with them only what they can carry.
When they killed my brother, Burema, I hid in a riverbed and came back in the morning to save my family. I left everything behind. No bicycle, no clothes. Just the clothes I'm wearing now.
More refugees are arriving at makeshift shelters like in Kaya in central Burkina Faso. Many are malnourished, in desperate need of food and medical care. Some have resorted to eating leaves. This man and his family fled 200 kilometers on foot to reach Kaya.
What we need now is food. Everything else can wait. Once we get the food, then we will worry about clothes.
Swathes of farmland have been abandoned, leaving many Burkinabe without a means to support themselves. Close to 500,000 people in Burkina Faso have been forced to flee. The surge in extremist violence coincided with former President Blaise Compaoré's resignation from power in a popular uprising in 2014. The current administration says Compaoré negotiated a deal with extremists to avoid violence in Burkina Faso. Since his ouster, jihadists have rapidly expanded their influence.
In Burkina Faso alone, there's been a 500% uptick and increase in displacement. 1/3 of the nation is now a conflict area. This is a catastrophe, and we've got to act, and we've got to act now.
So far, the Burkinabe military has been unable to contain the extremism, despite international and regional assistance. The compromised security situation makes it difficult for aid to reach those who need it the most. The lives of almost 500,000 Burkinabés has been pushed to the brink.
For more on this, I am joined by Kwesi Ngabisa, Policy and Political Advisor for ACORD, that is the African Center for the Constructive Resolution of Disputes. Hello, Kwesi. Thanks for your time. So tell us, is the fighting between the military and extremist groups all about mineral resources, or is there more to it?
Well, there definitely is more to it. The grievances that have defined that particular part of West Africa have not necessarily benefited from the fact that natural resources and their exploitation efforts have taken centerfold of government's effort to make a rush of the downward spiral of international resource prices, but at the same time to also develop resources in the face of donor fatigue, where traditional means and forms of development partnership are no longer streaming in the numbers that they used to in the past.
Okay, why are extremist groups spreading so much in the Sahel region?
However one may look at it, there is a bit of ideology, but fundamental is the fact that there are local grievances that various governments, individually or even collectively, where we're looking at regional conflict systems, they have not tried to address them, or where they've addressed them, they've used long antiquated methods of trying to find solutions where they are looking at co-option of identity groups or regional groups. And what is happening is the fact that an alternative is actually finding much attraction in the eyes of the young people that get radicalized and then later on engage in extremist acts, which in many cases, as we have seen, cross over to a number of borders in neighboring countries, leading to a wave of terrorist attacks.
Okay, so you mentioned a bit of that earlier, but governments have not been able to contain extremism in the Sahel region. Why is that exactly?
Well, in this sense, to contain extremism, you need to look at the motivating factors for radicalism, which is local grievances. So the inability of governments to address local grievances makes it possible or attractive for young people or those that are excluded in the political, economic, and social organization and management of the country, to find the radical message far more appealing than to remain in a socio-economic political arrangement that does not actually acknowledge them as full citizens, or for that matter, that renders them as second-class citizens in their own country.
Okay, quickly before you go, what more then can regional and international bodies do to really stamp out extremism?
Well, I think more than anything else, if you look into the region of the Sahel and the number of national, local, regional, and international actors working in political, social, and economic terms, if not development for that matter, they are not coordinating this multiplicity of approaches. That is the starting point.
Okay. Many thanks for your time, Kwesi Ngabisa, Policy and Political Advisor for ACORD. Thank you.